guys, it's Emily. So today's video is going to be a girl talk about first date tips. I thought this would be a great idea, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up. And you know, if you have a significant other or you're interested in somebody and you want to go on a first date with them and things like that, I'm going to give you guys my tips and pretty much be raw and honest with you guys if you guys are looking for advice on first date tips. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified with my videos. Comment what you guys think of this girl talk first date tips, and let's get this started. Okay, so I actually wrote all my tips down that I would do on the first date. Now, let me give you a little backstory. Me and my boyfriend been together for 6 years, and when I went on my first date with him, I was super nervous. So I'm gonna give you guys my tips on like emotions, on like when you guys, if it's like a dinner date or whatever the case of first date, pretty much. So my first tip for your first date tips is smell like a snack. Now, a man loves a girl that has great hygienes and a good smell to her. Personally, when I went on my first date with my boyfriend Matt, I sprayed my whole outfit. I didn't like overspray. Now, don't overspray like you're giving yourself a bath in the perfume. Just spray a little couple sprays on your outfit, behind your, near your neck and things like that, just to show that you have a good sense of smell, and like it'll turn the guy on a little, like, oh, she smelled good or whatever. You know, and just show that you have good hygiene, because a man loves a girl that takes care of herself. And you know, and I know for a fact that guys love a good smell of perfume, and it doesn't matter what type you have to use. If you want to use an expensive brand, if you want to use Bath and Body, it's honestly your preference. Even if you don't want to wear perfume, that's your preference. But as my tip, I would say a guy would love a girl with good hygienes, and also a guy would love a girl with some perfume on, because it's like a turn on, you know. It makes him think like, damn, she smelled like a snack, blah 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 blah. So whatever your preference is, I think spraying perfume on your outfit, like I said, don't overspray like you're giving yourself a bath in the perfume. Because make sure you shower, make sure you smell good, deodorant, all that good stuff, because you want to show that you take good care of yourself. Especially on your first date, you want to show that you take really good care of yourself. So that's my first tip. My second tip is, on your first date, don't say you're looking for a serious relationship. And why I say that is because it shows that, like, in the guy's eyes, it shows like when they think of serious relationship, it kind of will scare the guy off. If you're looking for something serious and you say that on the first date, it's definitely going to scare the guy off, and it's going to question, like, after, he's going to question after, like, is this what I really want? And he's not going to hit you up for a next date, you know what I mean? And making it, like, especially on the first date, that shouldn't even be brought up on the first date. I think, like, if you guys engage more within the couple months and things like that, eventually you could bring it up, that what you're looking for. And if the conversation, if you guys both bring it up, or if you want to bring it up, or like just see where their mind's at, definitely do that. But on the first date, I think it's more should be about like your guys' interests, your hobbies, things like that, just to get to know each other, you know. I feel like just bring, like, oh, I want to be in a serious relationship on the first date, mentioning that, I would personally be scared off with whether it's a girl or a guy. If a guy told me that on the first date, I would be like, peace, dog. Because it's just, on the first date, I feel like it should be not even, like, especially that, like, if it's your first date, I think it should just be getting to know each other. Me personally, serious relationship will definitely scare the guy off, scare the girl off, whatever, whoever's watching this video, it will scare them off. Because some people are not technically ready for a serious relationship. Some people are not ready to settle down, and that's perfectly okay. But within those couple months, if you guys are still talking and things like that, definitely see where you guys stand and see if you guys have differences of whether you're looking for something serious on your part and he's not, then maybe he wasn't the right choice. So that's my second tip for first date tips. My third tip would be engage in conversation. Now, why I say that is because you don't want to be awkward just sitting there, just waiting for your food to come, or just not talking. If you guys engage in the conversation with this person that you're really interested in, just make it like ask them questions about ask them questions like things they like engage in the conversation and show that you could communicate, because a guy loves communication and a woman loves communication. I know me personally, I love communication. And that was one thing I did with Matt. I engaged in our conversation a lot. Like I wanted to show like, hey, like I could keep a conversation going. I didn't want to sit there like awkward or like super shy. Like just be yourself. And that's actually my next tip is be yourself, because if you're not yourself, like acting like yourself and like acting very shy, and it's okay to be shy on the first date, perfectly fine, but like if you don't be yourself, he's not gonna really know who you truly are, like who's your true self, you know what I mean? And I just feel like knowing your true self and being yourself on the first date, whether it's your goofiness, like show those sides to you, because it'll get the guy like engaged, or like, ooh, she's really like fun, like she definitely has stuff for going for herself and things like that. So be yourself and engage in conversation, communication, all that good stuff. My next tip, which was be ladylike while eating. Now, why I suggest this is, okay, if you guys are engaging in a conversation while eating, I definitely think ladylike would be like eating with your mouth shut and like waiting, like eating your food until, you know, once you swallow your food, engage in the conversation afterwards, and just eat with like, not like, okay, don't be like classy, but like be yourself, but don't like act like you're at home like eating like popcorn and things like that. Like don't show that side of like that. Like I get, like, girls, I get it, when you see food in front of you, you get hungry, you get engaged to eat it, but just show that you could eat with like manners and things like that, because it'll definitely be like, damn, she could hold herself, you know, like, you know, she cleans up after herself and things like that. Like you know, you don't want to like eat with your mouth open, and like you don't want to like show like if food spits out of your mouth while you're talking, it'll be embarrassing on your part, and like I don't know, I feel like it might make the guy run off also. But some people just are naturally like, it's hard for them to like be like that. But that's just one tip that I would give you, is just be ladylike when eating. The next tip I want to give you guys, don't kiss on the first date. Now, why I suggest this so heavy, because when I was on my first date with my boyfriend Matt, I played hard to get. Now, I did not kiss him on the first date. I played hard to get because it will make the guy want to call you and be like, hey, you want to go on a date next week, blah, 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 blah. Play hard to get, because kissing on the first date, I feel like it's too soon, especially if you guys are still just getting to know each other in those getting to know each other stages. Go on a couple dates, keep going on a couple dates, keep playing hard to get, because it'll make the guy want you more. And, you know, when you're ready to, you know, engage in that kiss, then you either go for it or let him go for it. But at the end of the day, don't let the person kiss you on the first date, because they're going to look at you easy, pretty much. They're going to look at you like, oh, she'll let me kiss her on the first date. What else will she let me do? You know what I mean? Playing hard to get will let the guy know, like, you have respect for yourself, and let the guy know, like, you don't want to kiss on the first date, because that's just your choice. You know, it's your choice at the end of the day what you want on the first date. So definitely play hard to get on the first date and show that you're not easy and things like that, because it'll make the guy want you more, and like, you know, it'll definitely get him turned on. So these are all my tips for you guys on tips for your first date, whether if you haven't been on a date in a long time, or if it's your first date, or if you just haven't seen your significant other in a minute because, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, or just haven't been on a date in a minute and you wanna just tips on what you should do and things like that. But yeah, like I said, these are all my tips that I would use for myself, and this is why I'm making this video for you guys, because I know it goes through a girl's head, especially like on the first date. It's very nerve-wracking, a lot of emotions, very like a lot of butterflies going on, especially if you're really interested in this person or this person's your significant other. It's definitely will engage a lot of emotions. So I hope you guys liked my tips. I hope these are good tips to give you guys, because this is what I usually do for myself. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.